All right, let's get started. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you had a great weekend. We've got a wonderful little activity for you this Monday morning, changing things up from the another worksheet. Once again, just run the numbers. I mean, the practice is good, right? And it is a necessary component, but sometimes we like to have a little bit more of an interactive component to it. And so that's what we have for today. Our section 8.6 is all of the conic sections. So this section brings them all together and says, hey, now that you've studied each one individually, let's group them up. Can you distinguish? Now that you've seen what each one does and how it's unique, if I jumble the equations together, can you spot, ooh, that one's an ellipse, that's a hyperbola, this one has those features, that one has that focus there, right? It's going to mix them all in on us, which is not too bad. And so what I have for today, to keep track of those things, is a Desmos activity, okay? And this wonderful little Desmos activity starts with a few challenges like this, right? It is about separating, creating a region on the graph, on the Cartesian plane, that includes some things and excludes others, right? So you'll be making these shapes, and I can shift my circle around however I want, and maybe do a little bit smaller, right? Something like this to create a circle that separates the blue points from the red points. Hey, it's red versus blue. And we got to set up a barrier between them before the fight breaks out, right? That's what we're doing here. So there's lots of ways to do this. I mean, I can make a little bit smaller. We can, of course, make it even bigger. Anything that comes through and just goes through in general, right? That curve, that line, if you will. You could almost draw. I don't have the drawing tool there. But if you could draw it, could you? And then translating that into an equation. Now, knowing what it's supposed to look like, can you write an equation for that? And maybe we'll go back and be like, oh, now I got to get an equation. Okay, let's be a little more precise here. Can I get onto some nice convenient Cartesian values there? Or some integer values there? That's not bad. Okay, so I need a circle whose center is moved over 1, 2, 3, -4. Okay, so let's see, circle, so I'm going to need x squared, but in parentheses, x minus 3, squared, all right, and plus y plus 4 squared, minus -4. It's like it's my center. And that equals the radius squared. So let's check back here. Just count from my center out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 6. So 6 squared is 36. Let's try it. Boom. That looks pretty good. Is that the same circle? Ooh, it is. That's what I was aiming for. Pretty nice. All right, so that will be the gist, and I think on the third one we do get the sketching tool. Okay, so you can draw on here, and we can kind of draw, okay. A bean, a really deformed cucumber. I don't know, right? That's not a graph. Okay, can we draw something that's actually better resembles a circle? Can we do it with an ellipse? Can we do it with a single parabola? Or a hyperbola, which would do one of these things. And no, that guy over there is too low. I don't think I could get a hyperbola to work. Right? So what will work here? So you do get a little bit of a sketching tool. So between the sketching, moving, and the writing the equations, we will practice operating with all 4 types of conic sections today and go through the really cool ones. I like these challenge ones at the end, right? Write the equations of conic sections that extend the pattern. Oh, a pattern? What is happening here? So here you really get to see some of the relationship between multiple iterations, right? In real time, as you keep tweaking the equation, you build ellipse upon ellipse upon ellipse, right? What is actually changing there, right? It's a pretty nice feature. Okay. So any questions there? Another good one to look at, and I will bring it up. Calculator.desmos. No, just the regular graphic. I thought it was called, oh, desmos.com/calculator. Aha, very funny. Okay. Anyways, if you go over here into the menu, you can see I have a lot of saved graphs from before, but there's also these examples pre-made by Desmos. These are really nice if you want to get a feel for some things, and they have the conic sections. They have each of them. I thought there was one with all the conic sections in it. Maybe not. So I remember coming across a really good one. Parallel with the focus. Ellipse with foci. Let's try that. I think you can still get the same effect here. Oh, it won't let me. Ugh. Come on, squeeze it. There was one I know where you could actually move the foci so far away from each other, and it would show you the ellipse flipping, turning inside out. Let me see if I can find that one. This has all of them here as like little medals. Oh, that's cute. No, that's not it. Not the activity builder. This is not the one I'm thinking of. Oh well, I tried. Don't worry about it. Just stick with this one here. Building conic sections as you go, okay? So that'll be our activity for today. And your homework then would be to complete this. I don't have a separate worksheet or anything for you tonight. Just work on this guy. Tomorrow we review, and then Wednesday is the chapter test. This is it. This is all of the conics stuff, okay? We're almost done. So if you have no further questions, I will just leave you to